Had a walkthrough just yesterday at the University of Cincinnati. It was filmed and released to the internet. Hundreds of thousands of views at this point. Let's assume the Bengals and Paisano defensive coordinator Noon-3PM has probably seen those, as any coach would if it was available. Is this? We shouldn't show these. We shouldn't show these. We should take those down. Yeah, I do not want to be a part of that entire aspect. But is there anything that you can get out of watching somebody else's walkthrough? I mean, there's full formation shifts. There's like checks, like progressions almost. Yeah. It's only like 5 plays, but still, is there anything to get out of that, Darius Butler, you think, for the Cincinnati Bengals?
Always something to get out of a little eye in the sky, right, Connor?
Of course.
Yeah, so always something to get, you know, whether it's formations.
That was because the Patriots, yeah.
And it was at Cincy.
But yes, you can always see, you know, formations, you know, where people are. But I mean, it's, you know, you got the film. You've seen what they do the last 3 weeks. They're still figuring out who they are. You still got to call the play, still got to execute. So I don't think it'll have any real impact on the game. But I mean, I would watch it as a player, and I'm sure the coaches took a little peek at it too.
Yeah, it's in slower motion, I guess, and also you're seeing it kind of broke down on a few of those walkthroughs. When you think about the Dolphins' offense, and you made a very good point there. Not a lot of reps last week.
Yeah.
39 of them.
Yeah, fresh legs.
Bills had 90 plays.
God.
That's a lot of fucking plays on offense. Defense dying. Is it better for the defense to be exhausted on a Thursday night or the offense? Like, that's a real question. Like, 39, so Waddle and Tua, and Tua's playing, but he's going through a back and ankle. Waddle, Hill being fresh. Like, when you think about that, that's a big deal.
They
didn't really play a full game because normally it's like 50, 60.
At least 60 something. Yeah, so now, I mean, it's huge that the Dolphins try to possess the ball as long as possible tonight. And they haven't been running the ball great, but that pass game is kind of an extension of their run game. So it's huge that we kind of possess the ball as long as we can. Keep our defense off the field as much as we can. Then defensively, got to get off the field on third down. That's what the Bills were doing. They kept converting, kept driving the ball down the field, but then the Dolphins will hold, bend but don't break. They'll hold them out of the end zone, which is what the game is about. Situational, red zone, third down, 2 minutes. So we got to be very, very good in those aspects on a short week.
What do you think, Connor?
Well, it feels like last week especially. Like, the Bengals beat the Jets, okay, and, I have utmost respect for Joe Flacco and they have going on over there.
Maybe the most.
Exactly. And with Gary V, I don't want to end up on some video with him yelling receipts, motherfucker, saying something bad about it.
You don't want to be that motherfucker that he's talking about because we still don't know who that motherfucker is with Tom Brady.
Right.
We will know that you're potentially that motherfucker that Gary V's talking about when he's screaming receipts.
Bingo. And because of that, the Dolphins, they are just coming off playing Stephon Diggs, Josh Allen, that entire offense. Now, maybe the 90 plays, is a little too much, but that defense feels much more battle-tested than the Bengals, right? I mean, they beat the Jets pretty well, but you could argue that Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, and, Mike Gesicki are a little better than Garrett Wilson, rookie on the Jets, Elijah Moore, second year on the Jets, and C.J. Uzomah, who, has been hurt most of the season. That's why I like the Dolphins.
Yeah, C.J. Uzomah. Yeah.
The more I think about these plays being filmed and, sent to the internet, the more I'm thinking Mike McDaniel knew that was going to happen. Went out there, ran a bunch of fake plays with guys running all over the field. That's what they're going to try and cover, and then all of a sudden McDaniel deep shot it the entire game.
Boys, we're supposed to go do a walkthrough the way he talks on a college field. There's going to be a bunch of kids.
Probably Bengals fans.
All right. Everything we're doing today is nothing what we're doing on Thursday. Okay? Don't need to ask any questions. We're going to get recorded. We're setting everybody up like this. That's what the Dolphins fans think they have, though, with McDaniel.
Right.
So why should we assume anything differently? McDaniel knew that they were going to get recorded. That's why they even followed the gimmick of sending the cease and desist. Please do not put that on the internet, even following it up, and everybody saying, well, this ain't your video. Hey, there ain't nothing. This is not our fault. Sorry about it. It is still on the internet. We're going to run it on the internet for the foreseeable future, and this is probably going to get 1 million views before the game kicks off. And McDaniel just kept to the bit that much. They knew that's a good call, Connor. I don't know how we didn't recognize that a lot sooner. The son of a bitch went to fucking Yale or something, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he's not, we we've talked about Kevin Stefanski being an Ivy League guy, and it's like, well, wait a minute. Like, I thought this guy was supposed to be super smart, but he kind of is a doofus a little bit, kind of marches to the beat of his own drum. Some of his responses are like, what the hell are you talking about? McDaniel went to Yale, okay? Like, good school. You don't just fucking fail your way into Yale. It's very difficult to get into Yale. Yeah. He is a brainiac. He marches to the beat of his own drum. He is smarter than everyone he's in the room with at all times. I guarantee that happened. And you're right. Hey, send out, a cease and desist. We need to take this down. We'll get everyone thinking like, oh, they know the script. They know the first 15
you guys smarter
plays.
than us.
And then guess what we do? We hit them with the sleight of hand.
Hey, boom! Boom! Same shift. Same formation. This guy went this way that last time. Well, he's sitting actually.
Yep.
This
And
fucking
then
guy. Boom.
Touchdown.
Oh, you watch film. That's cute.
Okay.
Look at this. Cam Newton.
Yeah, Clay Matthews. Sorry.
Remember that?
Yeah, it's the
Angle wrap.
Packers.
Tua going to play the whole game? You think he's going to make it?
He was in that walkthrough we saw videos from. You fucking Ohio people just can't help yourself.
You telling me the Dolphins don't know there's 12 skyscrapers around that stadium?
Okay.
And there's office buildings next to it. There's offices in the stadium. Yeah, let's just show them everything we got, guys. Here
There's
we go.
classes happening, I think, around that stadium. I think there's
Rec center, I think. I was there for a flag football game a couple years ago. There's things everywhere. It's
I think
right in the
there's
heart of everything.
I think there's dorms in the area.
Yep.
So our conversation in the first hour was about how you can get stuff from that walkthrough, I think. In the slow, you see where Tua's progressions are. You see what he's looking at, some formation shit. Now, is this all on film? We'd assume it would be. But we got to a part of the conversation where I'd like to hear your take on the whole thing. McDaniel went to fucking Yale. Okay. Ty, who's been accepted to Harvard, said, no, I want to go fucking play baseball and be an angler in Iowa. Okay. He said, you don't just fall into Yale. Like, Yale is a fucking tough place to get into. He knew that somebody was going to record their shit. He set it up. And to stick with the gimmick, they sent the cease and desist to people. And now they're doing an investigation into people because they have to keep up with the bit that they were showing fake shit because they knew it was going to get on the internet. Or do you think this was something that kind of surprised them and they were told wouldn't happen? Because it seems pretty obvious if you're going to be in public in the other team's city, there's a chance that some of your shit's going to get relayed to the internet in an instant gratification on the internet. Oh, this is cool content society that we live in right now.
They knew they're practicing inside an open air stadium with buildings everywhere. There's a bubble. The UC bubble is a couple miles down the road. I believe.
They're practicing.
Okay. So maybe the timing did not time up, but they definitely knew. Hey, there's a real possibility that someone can film this, or they just don't care. Like a lot of good coaches I know, they're like, I don't care. We'll tell you exactly what we're doing. Good luck stopping us. Like, that could happen too, but I doubt in the NFL that's happening right now.
We got two plays, okay? One to the left, one to the right.
Bingo.
Good luck stopping us. And can Cincinnati stop those weapons? Tyreek Hill obviously has something with Eli Apple. You said that entire corner room is sticking up for Eli. What have you heard and what has been the conversation there?
Well, I've read just comments from other DBs. They've asked them about it and like the whole Super Bowl ticket situation, whatever's going on. One of the DBs said, like, you mess with Eli, you mess with all of us, I think.
Oh,
right?
Jesse Bates.
As he should.
You like to hear that out of a teammate, don't you?
Absolutely.
What does this mean? They're going to lock down harder?
I mean, they're gonna go out there and play the game. I mean,
It's
it's
15
Tyreek
yarders.
Like, that's a game record. I'm sure it'll be on Chuck P's one of the game records. So they're gonna go out there and handle business anyway. But I like the little banter. I like the bulletin board material.
Our theory and suspicion has been confirmed. McDaniel noticed people watching all of practice, and he actually decided to put 12 players on offense every single time.
Genius.
So all the videos that are circulating around Twitter right now, allegedly McDaniel knew about. He went to Yale. We talked about this during the show.
Boom.
Happy to see. That's that young coach mentality.
That's right.
He fucking playing next level chess with these people. Send the cease and desist, too, to make them think we're really worried about it. Launch an investigation for full gimmick, and then pow! When we show up, it ain't nothing like what everybody's seen at the University of Cincinnati.
Gotcha.
Bitch.
We knew it.